We're live from New York City. I hope we're live. That's what the equipment is supposed to do. Testing 1, 2, check. And let me set up the switcher here on my phone so we can switch like from this camera to this camera. All right, so we are going to put the strings on this guitar first and then do a full setup. The strings I'll be installing are the Dario XS9242. I have them here already. So the first thing I need to do is remove this Floyd Rose assembly. Let me get the needle nose pliers. Oh, I need a screwdriver here. Right, forgot about that. Might as well put this camera here, show some close-ups. For a better viewing experience. I forgot to send the link to my customer. I don't know, I'm still learning to do this. Where's the link? I don't know. Is it under settings? All right. I can't do this right now. What is this? Share. Okay. That's the link. Okay. Copy. Yeah, why not? I can text the link. I can text the link. Here. David. Boom. Paste. Is that the one? Yes. Okay. Maybe you're watching now. If you are, you can text me. And let me silence my phone. Focus. Do not disturb. That's it. Let me go back to my switcher. Okay. So here is the back of the Floyd. Focus, focus. So I need to remove these 3 springs, but first I need to remove this safety plate. Oops. The screw heads are a little stripped, but if we're careful, so if I knew exactly which screws these were, I would replace them. You need to know the size of the threads, how many threads per, length. These are metric. I don't know. All right, the camera's kind of in my way here, so I'll have to move this camera here so I can work. There's a special tool for this. I don't particularly feel I need a special tool just to remove the springs. I do have a special tool, specialized tool. This is it to set up the Floyd. We'll see this in a moment. So now I should have cleared this, or maybe this. Put the guitar up on the, well, I'm running out of, this is my guitar. I don't care if it gets a little scratched up. It's not a customer's guitar. All right, cool. So now let's put this guitar here for the time being. Could use a little more cleaning there. And now, here, Okay, so we'll focus our attention to the workbench. I have a luthier's repair vise that I use to do the initial setup or restringing for Floyd Rose. And this is it. All right. So the Floyd goes inside here. Yeah, it just holds it for me, just like that. Okay. I think I can zoom out a little bit. Now, here are the strings. First thing I do, I think I already did it, is I set up all of these fine tuners to be at the same height. All right. That's good. All right, and now I'm going to need these. Okay. What size it is again? 2.5? Or is it? No. Yeah, I always mess this up. 3 millimeters. That's it? Yeah. Okay. We take the low E, clip it, recycling. Okay, this is important to set it up correctly and not to over tighten it, but to tighten it just enough. And here's the A string, again recycling. Just like that. Boom. Okay. Next, D string. I don't feel I need to narrate it. Okay, these two strings are falling off. There. It takes time to restring Floyd Rose. And here we need to do a full setup, so yeah. Last one. Okay. Important not to tighten it enough, but not to over tighten it, because we don't want to damage the threads on the saddles. Okay. Okay. These pieces go into the recycling bin. Okay. So now we have this. Now I need to take the guitar back down, you know. Bring it down. Let's see. So the Floyd can go here for now. Don't need this. Ah, I have one viewer. Hello there. I think I know who that is. The only viewer that got the link. Yeah, I did silence my phone, so I don't know if you sent a text message. Okay, so this one tuner needs to be tightened a little bit. It's not critical, right? Because there's a locking nut on the Floyd Rose system, but still, we want to make sure everything's right. Okay. Yeah, so I did clean this. Seems like there's a little more dust trapped. Okay. Some of it is caked in, so it's not gonna come off. Some stains are caked in. I'm going to check if I got a text message. Nope. I did get a text message from someone else. Oh, there you go. Watching. Sure. Okay. Need to keep hydrated. If everything goes well, this is the last part of this project. Okay. I place this here. And let me just turn it over and put at least one spring there, okay? For now, just one. Because if I need to disassemble it, you know, there will be just one spring to deal with. Also, a little bit less tension now if I need to make adjustments, just to make sure everything's seated right. Yeah. Oh, is that the right whammy bar? That's not the right one. it, yeah, it's okay for testing. Right. Okay. Now let me set up the camera here for the headstock. Yeah. All right, so I need the winder. Okay, these go back. I need this and the winder. Okay, so now let's have a look at the headstock. So I'm going to remove this part so it's easier to string it. And I might as well remove the truss rod cover. I think this part is called the retainer bar, not a string tree. Okay, and the truss rod cover. Well, the holes are a little stripped. This should be a 4mm truss rod hex nut. Oh no, it's yeah, I think I looked at this before. Obviously I did when I was doing the level crown polish. Yeah, let me get the right. Oh yeah, it was this one, the modified one that fit, right? Yeah, correct. All right, so that's the one that was, if I remember correctly, modified a little bit. I had to grind it down for, I think it was for Rickenbacker, something like that. Yeah. So here's the guitar. Now we take this string and place it here. So now I always look at the angle, the break angle, just to determine the best way to wind the guitar that's in front of me, right? So in this case, also I can see that the bridge is too low. So I do need those Allen keys. We need to raise it a little bit. This is just a preliminary, you know, alignment here. Let me see. I'm just kind of eyeballing the height when I pull on the string. Obviously, it's not at full tension. Just want to get it in the ballpark. Okay. And now I'm looking at the break angle here, and I'm going to have to wind it down. Okay. Like that. In this case, I'm just going to wind it this way. Under. Just like that. Okay. All right, and clip. So now the next string, because I do want to increase the break angle here, I'm going to measure it this way. And because I want to increase the break angle, now the reason why I want to increase the break angle on this particular guitar is because I'll be doing some fine tuning without the these blocks, and then when I tighten the blocks, if I don't have enough of a break angle here, they will increase the pitch of the string, right? So, and then throw my initial tuning off. Now this is our D string. I do have a power tool. Maybe I should use that. So here, now it's starting to lift the bridge, obviously. We're not tuning the guitar yet, but I do want to kind of look at the string height. I see it's higher than I will want it to be, so let me just make a little tweak here. Okay, that's that. And we also have this tool, intonation tool. It should work on this Ibanez yeah, this is properly set up for this. Okay, but we don't need it just yet. This is for later when we start setting up the intonation. So I think I do want to use my power tool. Why not? For winding. Okay, where's my stool? I don't know. So normally we don't want to put too many winds on the tuning posts, but this is a locking nut, so it's going to lock it. And like I said, I want to increase the break angle in this case. Okay. Although when I put the bar across the strings, that's also going to make increase the break angle a little bit, right? I don't put too much tension on the strings just yet because there's only one spring holding the Floyd Rose, and I don't want to be lifting the bridge too much. Okay, so I no longer need the power tool. I'm going to put it away. Let's put it away. There. Okay, so let me eyeball the string height a little bit. A little high. So just going to reduce the height. I just want to kind of equalize string tension across the instrument and just kind of set up the Well, I feel that this is maxed down and the strings look too high to me. So let me take a quick measurement. I know this is not at full string tension. This could work. It's at 50 1/1000 of an inch. And what kind of relief do I have at this point? Now the relief's going to change, obviously, when I tune the guitar, but I want to know what I have now, because I might need to shim the neck. It did have this pick there, used as a shim. If I do shim it, which I think I will, I'm not going to use a pick, but yeah, let me see what kind of relief I have first. Well, right now, there is no relief. No relief. So once we do get relief, the strings are going to go up higher. I do need to shim the neck to add a little angle to the neck. Okay, so this is now a little complicated because I need to remove the neck. The strings are already on. So I am going to place a capo here to hold the strings down. And so that's that. And I need okay, I'm going to shim it with, here I have, no, where is it? Here. Okay. So of the material that I like to use is this. This is self-adhesive sandpaper. Okay, it's a scrap from a project. But I need to remove the neck now, so I'll keep this here for now, somewhere. Let's put this away. Remove the neck. Gonna release string tension a little bit. That's that. Okay, so now we remove these screws. What's the screwdriver here? Alright, so I can use the power tool to unscrew, to remove the screws. These are short screws, and here on this side, these are longer screws, okay? I do keep them in the same order on the vintage guitar. Okay, this is now moving, which means we can remove the spring temporarily. This is going to fall out now. So let's remove the body this way, and I'm going to shim the neck here. I'll put the guitar body out here on the stool. Okay. It's fine. Where's that? Okay. Yeah, we'll trim this. So this is where it goes. So this is a little tricky because of this extension. Otherwise I flip the neck and I trim it from the other side, but now I'm doing it this way. Okay, that's good. Now we put the body back. Okay, this is good. Here's the body. This is going to go here. Yeah. So the way I do this is I place this screw here, and then I find the actual thread that's already cut into the wood by turning it counterclockwise until it clicks. It did a click. Okay, now the other one. So maybe I can turn it with this to show it better. Click. Okay, so if I keep turning it, it's going to click again. Click, right? When it makes a full turn, obviously. Same thing with these two. Counterclockwise, click. Counterclockwise, click. Okay? Okay, I don't tighten them all the way just yet. Okay. Now I want to make sure the bridge is seated properly. So I'm holding it here. Just inspect it quickly. So I have to reposition it. Okay, and here I'm pushing it down so that I can place it down, just like that. And we'll put the spring back. Again, just one spring for now. All right, cool. Now we can remove the capo and we need to tighten the neck. Just inspect everything first. And now I just tighten the neck. Okay, not all the way, so that I go across. Okay, and now tighten it more. I try to tighten all 4 screws to the same torque. All right. And now I want to look at the string height. So I do want to add a little tension to the strings. Not too much, there's only one spring there, right? I don't care about the pitch at this point. I just want to tighten the strings a little bit, evenly across the guitar. All right, now let's have a look at the string height. So this camera's in the way now. This is hard to show on camera, so I'm not even trying. I'm trying to think here. I think I want to shim it some more. So, yeah, I do want to shim it some more, yeah. Okay. Okay, so release string tension again. I don't know why it's like that. It shouldn't be. Maybe it's the way the guitar aged. I don't know. I had more. This is a small piece. I did rearrange my shop recently. And every time I do that, then I don't know where things are. it always seems like a good idea to tidy up and rearrange, and then I don't know where I put things. I don't know the new system. Okay, here. Okay, so same thing. Put the capo somewhere here to hold down the strings. So I loosen them by hand, and now I use a power tool to remove them. Okay. Same thing. Okay. It's safe. And here, I'll just quickly do this. I don't particularly feel I need to switch the cameras. It's the same thing. It's just a narrower piece this time. Some guitars have a micro tilt adjustment for the neck. I don't think I've ever seen a Floyd Rose equipped guitar with a micro tilt adjustment. But I don't know. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so this is now double height at the edge, close to the edge, yeah? Okay. Okay, same procedure. Click. So counterclockwise, click, click. They're not tight yet. Let me check this. I think this is good, so I'll just put the spring and then inspect the front. But it feels like it's seated. Yeah, it's seated. Okay, so now I need to tighten these all the way. Diagonally. And that's it. So hopefully now the strings are too low and I'll be required to raise the bridge. Again, I'm not tuning the guitar yet. And let's have a look. I think I want to put an extra spring this time. Okay, it'll help hold the bridge in this position. So now it's in the more or less correct position. The strings are not up to pitch yet, but I can still take a measurement. Okay, so now this string is too low. That's what I wanted to see. And this string is... So you could argue that it's just right, or maybe a little lower than it should be, but this is not maxed up all the way. So I think we're good. So I did tighten this, and now we can continue. There's a few ways to do a setup on a Floyd Rose. We can use these blocks. Again, I rearranged things, but okay, here I have these blocks of different thicknesses. Let's see which one. So not this one. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to first, so I don't need the other two. I'm first going to remove one of those springs. Yeah. So I'll remove this one. I'll just keep the one in the middle. So there's basically two ways to do this. One way is to loosen the spring tension and use a block on this side. And the other way is to increase the string tension and then use a block on this side. That's actually my preferred method, but now I'll just do it this way. So I'm putting the block here, and I want to make sure that the bridge is aligned properly with the top of the guitar. Okay, which is the case right now. And now I want to increase string tension, but I need something. Usually I just use this box. One of those boxes, multi-tool box. So what that does is this. So this is also a tutorial, obviously. So the guitar is on the bench, obviously. I'm just focusing. It's manual focus. Well, it could be autofocus, but I just choose manual sometimes, like this time. Okay, so this block is not flush with the body, right? It protrudes. And if I turn the guitar this way, it might get knocked out of alignment. So I just place this box here so that this block doesn't get disturbed as I work on the guitar. Okay, simple. I put it here, and now I want to increase the string tension across a little bit. Next, I will reinstall the crossbar over there. Okay, and obviously I want to show this on camera, so let's put the camera here and zoom in a little bit. Okay, so nothing to it, but this is it. So this goes here, string retainer, crossbar, string tree. I don't know what it's called, but I know what it does. So here's the important thing. So we do this while the strings are still fairly loose, not too tight, okay? And we want to make sure that, so if I take a string like this, that there's no gap here. So now there's still a gap, right? So we don't want that gap. We want to eliminate this gap by adjusting this down to the right level. Because when we eliminate the gap, these blocks will not throw the strings out of tune when we tighten them, okay? Well, they still throw it out of tune a little bit, but not too much, okay? So I want to adjust this gap right now. Okay. And on the bass side. So I need to tighten this a little more because it's snapped back. So yeah, so we don't want to do this at full string tension because this is also then increasing string tension as I'm tightening it. And we just want to keep it just modestly tight at this point. It needs to go further down. Okay, and obviously we want access to the truss rod. So we want to check if this is going to work or not. Yeah, I'm not in love with this design. So, yeah, I feel like maybe I need to think a little bit about this. So here's the thing. I think I will remove this and tune the guitar. So the Floyd Rose is blocked with that block, right? It's it's locked, yeah. So it's not going to move up as I increase string tension. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I will remove this now. So every guitar is different, unfortunately, or fortunately. But I want full access to the truss rod adjustment, right? So this is kind of getting in the way of adjusting the truss rod properly. So now what I want to do is just tune the guitar. So I'm just going to tune it to pitch. Maybe I'll plug it in so we can hear it. And by the way, I am now keeping it on the neck pickup just to make double check that it's working. Pre-stretch the string, just a tiny touch, not too much. So the first string went flat because the neck moved in this direction, right? Because the truss rod needs to be tightened a little bit, I think, right? And now the bass side went flat a little bit, so I'm just adding a little tension. So it's balancing out, but the Floyd Rose isn't moving because it's locked. So with the strings at full tension, right, I can just look down at the neck a little bit, but I need to hold it here at the heel. Just see what kind of relief I have. That's just an estimate, making sure I don't knock this block out of alignment. And now I place the neck rest all the way here. I'll show it from another angle. Yeah. Is that it? Okay. Focus, focus. All right. How can I switch? This way I can switch the camera. Okay, it's not quite in focus. All right. It went out of tune because this neck rest was here before, so it was. So listen to this, right? So we want to keep it here, and just measure the neck relief right now, okay? With this and with these, and now we have better access to the truss rod, right? Because we removed that crossbar. So let's do that. So it's been leveled. We can keep the neck with minimal relief. It's been leveled. Five 1,000ths. Okay, so this is good. Look at that. I don't even need to adjust it. 5 1,000ths of an inch. I don't know if it's focusing or not. Oh, no, it's not on autofocus. Now, the next one, 6 1,000ths, is getting stuck. Okay, so it's 5 on this side and 5 on this side. 6 getting stuck. Okay, 5 1,000ths on both sides. I don't even need to adjust a truss rod. I mean, it's not completely loose, right? It's it just coincidentally it was at the right. It was just right. So let's put this back. So this was a little extra work for nothing, but it's all good. Okay, so now we put this here. And now I'm going to put that crossbar again, but I need to lower the pitch first. Okay, I need to loosen the strings a little bit first. Okay. Yeah. Here. Not too much because I don't want that Floyd Rose to move. Okay, so we put this back, and now we finally make that adjustment. So these strings are a little noisy, so I'm going to put this here. Well, they're noisy because the guitar's plugged in. We've been on air for 1 hour, 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So at this point, I can even reinstall the truss rod cover. Because we won't be adjusting the truss rod anymore. We shouldn't be. So I need to put just a little extra pressure here and a little bit on the first string. Okay, and we can already just put these in place this way, but without tightening the screws. So they're completely loose, right? They're probably going to rattle a little bit, but right now that's not important. Okay, completely loose, yeah? Okay, so now just check that the Floyd Rose did not move. It didn't. Okay, that's good. And now, yeah. So what I want to do is just tune the guitar and then adjust the intonation, right? No, first tune the guitar, then adjust the string height because the relief's been adjusted, and then adjust the intonation. Okay. Now, the pre-stretching. So we need to pre-stretch the strings for a Floyd. We want to make sure that all the strings are really locked at the back. So just going to double check that. They should be, right? Because sometimes those strings can slip out when you do this pre-stretching, okay? Okay, so don't want to pre-stretch them too much because it can loosen the windings around the core of the string. This is going to take a minute. And when pre-stretching nines, you got to be really careful with the 9. Okay, because it's easy to break it. Not so much a 10 gauge string, but a 9 easily. Okay, now I go back to the bass side. So it's not going out of tune too much. And sometimes what I do is, it's too loud, I also just play the guitar a little bit. Where's the pick? Still pre-stretch a little bit. Let's just do all of them. We don't want the blocks to be too tight because we want to be able to freely tune the guitar. It's pretty much settled. Okay, now, oh yeah, I'm gonna adjust the string height. So this is not easy to show on camera to get the right camera angle, but I'm just going to put the guitar in playing position this time. And let's put this here. And look at the string height. And just do a little adjustment up or down, okay? We're very close anyway. Close to our desired height. Yeah, so this is good for me. I cannot use the Floyd now because obviously it's locked. Now comes the interesting part, the intonation or compensation. It's technically called compensation, and it's compensation to achieve the proper intonation. If you want to be technical. Okay, so here's the tool. This is the tool. Okay, it's called a Red Bishop tool, and it's the best tool for this job. Okay, so this holds the saddle. Okay, and I can tighten it to pull it this way, or loosen it to release it in the other direction. Now, how are we going to do this? I should really hook it up to my tuner on the computer. So let's unplug. Okay. So my computer is there, and I have an audio interface here. So we won't hear the guitar, but I need to open the, what I use is a GarageBand. So I open GarageBand. You can't see this, but I'll open GarageBand. And let's see if, yeah, I'm getting a signal. Tuner. Open it. And I can even throw it on that screen over there. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I can see my tuner here. You can't really see it unless I show you, I guess. Yeah, I guess I could show you. And that's it. Yeah. Okay. So I should switch to this camera. So this is the tuner. And now when I play a string, like that's the E string, I can tune it. Okay. And, you know, that's the tuner from GarageBand. However, I want to show you what I'm doing here, so I can't show you both at the same time. So I'll be looking at the tuner. The GarageBand tuner is really accurate. It really works well for this work. Okay. And I have better tools for this. Okay, it's a 2mm. Here it is. Okay, it's kind of like a screwdriver, hex screwdriver. All right. So once again, I'm looking at the tuner there, and I'll be roughing in the intonation on the bench, and then I'll fine tune it in playing position. So here we go. I'm playing this, tune it to E. So now it's not going through the amp, you can't really hear it. And now I play the octave. So let's see. Well, this one is dead on. I don't even need to move it. Okay. So not much to see here. Now the A string. Or sometimes I like to skip the A first. Let's do the D string. Okay. So focus, focus. So same thing. I am just going to play the string, looking at the tuner, and make sure it's exactly in tune, right? So that needle on 0, okay, it is. And now when I play the octave, it's flat. Let's make sure it's in tune. Yeah. Okay, so when it's flat, what I need to do is I need to move the saddle. It's flat, right? We got to make it sharp. So flat, it means it's too far back. We need to move the saddle in that direction. So I need to release this screw here. And it already moved a little bit. So I release this a little bit. Okay, I don't need to tighten it just yet. I just want to check. So first of all, now the string is out of tune. Tune it back to D. Exactly in the middle. And check here. So now it's exact. So this is now difficult with the camera, but I want to double check that in playing position, right? So why don't I do that? So I'll double check that E string, and I'll double check the D. A little bit of a shift. So I make my adjustment here. It's playing flat, so I need to sharpen it. Okay, now it's really hard to do camera work and this at the same time. But I think I get the idea. Just a tiny touch more, 1 cent off. Excellent. This is it. So now I put the guitar back on the bench. Let's show this angle again. There we are in focus, I hope. So now I'm going to tighten this screw all the way, and obviously remove this tool. And I'm going to double check this in playing position. So again, this camera is not helping me, but let's just double check it. So that did bring the saddle down a little bit. It's going to go out of tune a little bit, right? But hopefully the intonation stays right on. Yeah. Okay, now let me check the low E. it's actually intonating flat. So this whole you know, a moving of the camera back and forth is a little time consuming. So I'm just going to do it from here. In fact, maybe I can show from this angle, like that, okay? Maybe I can move it here a little bit. So I just put this here. Loosen this screw. A little bit, just enough to be able to move the saddle. So it is at full strength tension. I should be able to move the saddle, right? Harmonic. Open string. Harmonic. And fretted. Just a little bit. I need to loosen this screw a little bit more so that the saddle can move. Oh, so is this maxed out? Yeah, it is now. So let's see. Because I released tension and now that screw is maxed. I mean the saddle is all the way against that screw. And hopefully that's actually the right position. Yeah. So if I tighten it, hopefully this is it. I know you can't hear, but sometimes this tuner is so accurate, it doesn't settle always. Okay. So now I am going to move over to the A string. Okay. Let's check the string now as it is. It's 1 cent flat. I mean, that's really splitting hairs now, but all right. That's probably going to change it just by loosening it and retightening it. I bet it'll just get it right now. Yeah, now it's perfect. Okay, let's move over to the G string. Flat, very flat. So in this case, I really need to change the position of that screw, and that's something interesting to look at. So let's zoom in on this. detail. Okay, zoom in. And focus. And switch camera. Okay, so I want to make sure this is tight so that I can remove the screw completely. And I'm going to move this screw to the different hole, which is right here. Okay, so this is now holding the tip of this saddle, but it's so flat, I really need to move the entire saddle in this direction, okay? So let's make sure this is loose enough because it's right there at the tip. And you can see how the saddle moves. Now let's tighten it a little bit. Just a little bit. And now I'm doing it on the bench, just roughing it in on the bench. It's 3 cents off. So it'll be flat it's 3 cents flat, right? So I want to go in this direction a little bit. This is not very tight now. It's just tight enough to not throw it off when I do tighten it at the end, right? So now I want to finish it off in playing position. So that's flat now. That's perfect. And now we tighten this all the way. Make sure it's really tight. Okay, so yeah. All right. So remove this. And I'll just check the B and the E. Just to have an idea what I'm dealing with. I expect the B to intonate flat. And yeah. And I'll show you, I'll explain why I simply assumed that it would intonate flat, because the pattern doesn't look right. So let's place the camera in the best position for this. Okay. So what are we looking at here? Oh, well, this G string cannot be closer to the nut than the B, right? So this one is further away from the nut. That's just not right. So we are going to simply move it in this direction. So I just eyeball it first. Okay, I'm going to estimate where it needs to be, right here. The other one should move also. It was also playing flat, but not now. What I need to do is I just need to just dial in the intonation, fine tune it. So this is going to play flat, obviously, because I just moved the saddle in this direction. I wish I had a way to show. I have to figure out how to show this tuner from this screen. So, you know, the Floyd Rose nut isn't well lubricated. It never should be, obviously. It's a locking nut. So, okay, just a little bit flat. So I want to move it in this direction a little bit. And let me already tighten the screw, because I think this is going to be exactly right. It's a pleasure to work with the right tools. I need to move this saddle. So this already released it a little bit. Just lightly tighten the screw, lightly. Retune the string and check the intonation. Still too flat. Loosen and loosen this. And tighten this slightly, very slightly. Oh yeah, that's it. So now tighten all the way. And double check. Perfect. Okay. Okay, we're done with the intonation. That's that. Okay, so that kind of helps to settle the strings. I move the guitar in this direction. So I want to, this is not in view now, but I want, now you can see it. Yeah, where's my Allen key? Where'd I put it? It's the 4mm one. I had it here. Did I have it here? No, it's not the 4mm, the 3mm one. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So now when I tighten this, I want to make sure that the strings stayed in tune. So just want to make sure first that it is in tune. So it goes slightly out of tune. This is when I use the fine tuner. But I want to get it as close without using the fine tuner. So I'm not happy with this yet. let's lock it. So I'm working on the E and B strings now. Okay, that's good. Now G. Obviously I'm doing this in playing position. It does make a difference. Let's adjust it. Tighten it. Lock it. Lock it by tightening. I think I can do better. So let me oh, what am I doing? Yeah, I should be touching that. Silly. Just force of habit, right? Just tuning the guitar at the headstock. Okay, so. Okay, now it's perfect anyway. A little sharp, so. Now it's a little flat. Okay, the D's in tune. A, E. Okay, let's lock them. And check. A little sharp. I barely touched this to get it in tune. And same with the E. So we need to check how the strings bend. Now that's a 16-inch radius. I'm really not worried that it's going to choke, but and the frets have been polished. We might have to tweak it a little bit as we are bending the strings and kind of stretching them. That's what it takes. The B did not go out of tune. I can do better. So I'm tuning it here, right? So both the D and the G went flat, so I'm going to tune it at the headstock. A and E went flat, so again I'm going to tune those two strings of the headstock, just so that I don't misalign the fine tuners. And do whatever tweak is necessary at the fine tuners. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, now we need to install the springs. So this block is no longer needed, and the guitar is going to go out of tune now. But if everything is set up correctly, we should be able to tune it by adjusting these two screws. Okay. Now we can put the safety bar here. I think this was open, right? There was no cover. Okay, so now the guitar's out of tune, obviously. And I have a screwdriver just for this. It's a long Phillips head screwdriver. I still have the tuner here. And what I'm going to do is, how can I show this? Okay, so stay there. No, I don't want to. So let's put the camera here. Let's zoom out. And maybe like this. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Okay, so yeah, maybe a little higher. And I put it on autofocus. Okay. Yeah, so we have these two adjustments here. So I'm basically going to tune the guitar from the back, because now it's out of tune, because I put two springs and I removed that block. Yeah. So here we have, you have this view, and now you have the view from the back. Okay. So I'm looking at the tuner, and I'm going to tune, let's say, the G string, and then all of the other strings should go back in tune. So it's flat, so I need to tighten it a little bit. So the way I do this, now this is difficult with a camera here, but I basically just play, let's say, the string, the G, it's playing flat, I tighten it a bit. So I have to work around the camera. It's still a little bit flat. And so now it's a little bit sharp. So I release this tension. Just slightly sharp. Now the G is perfectly in tune. And now I just double check the other strings. They should be in tune. That's the whole point of Floyd, right? it's in tune. So I don't have the right whammy bar, but this one does work. Kind of, right? I just can't lock it, okay? Tone. That one went sharp a little bit. Okay. I'll revisit this a little bit, but in the interest of time, let's just adjust the pickups. That's quick and easy. If you have the right tools. Let me see which screwdriver will fit. That's a flat head here. Yeah, this is a good one. Okay, now we'll plug it back into the amplifier. So now I have to quit, what is that, GarageBand. Okay, that's it, no more GarageBand. And now we are just adjusting the pickups through the amp. It's pretty loud, so I put it on 10. So yeah. Needs to come closer to the strings on both sides. Rough it in like this. Now check the neck pickup. So the treble side is too far away. We want the bridge pickup to be slightly louder anyway, right? Okay. If you are hearing another guitar, that's somebody else doing some service on another guitar there. It's not coming from this guitar. Middle pickup is a little quiet. So now If I want to balance the volume, I need to back down the bridge and neck pickups a little bit. I'm going to do half a turn. No, that's a full turn, I'm sorry. Full turn on both sides. Yeah, I like that. Well, this is good for me. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna double check everything, but if there are any minor adjustments to be done, they can always be done, right? That's it.